Hello and welcome to Call the Dice. We are playing Dangerous Cults and Where to Find Them. We are on episode 3 of chapter 2. This episode is called The Russians. Now, first and foremost, my name is Rin. I am the Keeper of Arcane Lore for this campaign. And these are my fantastic, wonderful players. Eric, would you like to start the introduction round?
Yes, sure. My name is Eric. I go by the name of RakeMakes on Instagram. And I'm playing the French parapsychologist Marcel Dubois-Etoile. And he is the newest addition to the group. Hopefully he will, add something instead of just, flaunting his self, I suppose.
Or last a bit longer than the other.
Yes. He still thinks everything is just fun and a joke, and there are no ghosts or demons or anything. That's fine. It's gonna be fun. Yeah. Russians are real, though. That's good.
No, they're a hoax.
And then we have Rick.
Hello, everyone. You've told them my name now, so that's a bit... Anyway, yeah, my name is apparently Rick. Online, I am usually found under the name Onomika of Koza. I play the multi-talented and indefatigable, that's a word, Archie, who, in case you were wondering, would be, in fact, the Red Power Ranger. I hope that today I can roll under 75. You'll find out why soon.
And Teddy?
Did it again. Say that. The hell.
I'm Teddy. You can find me as the Fussy Teddy on most platforms. I'll be playing Sergeant Thomas Cooper, military veteran, and yeah, shooty stuff.
Punch bag. Yeah.
Muscle.
Bronze and guns.
Brains.
Just a little bit. And finally, we have Ivy.
After all over the place.
Yeah. I'm Ivy. I'm Ihadra in some sort of way on basically every platform on the internet. I play Peggy Andrews, the very excited to be here socialite that makes friends with money.
I feel that sounds very accurate. So, we reached a bit of a milestone recently on Call of Dice. We went over 200 followers.
Yay!
Woo!
So,
We promised to do something.
little announcement there. We're gonna be hosting a giveaway.
That was it.
So I'll be posting some information on how this giveaway will work on social media once we have worked out the kinks and such. But basically, you'll be able to win some of our merchandise. So you can pick merchandise of your choice and size, and we will send it to you. So rules for how to participate in this giveaway competition draft thing will be posted on our social media as soon as we have sorted out all the rules and such. So,
and social media has sorted out itself as well.
I win!
Yeah, can we enter?
So, yeah, stay tuned for that and check our social media. Speaking of our social media, if you want to catch up with episodes that have already been aired and are no longer to be found on Twitch, you can find most of them, still working on the latest ones, on our YouTube channel, which is now posted in the chat. We also have some social media platforms, such as Instagram and Twitter, where you can find us. And we also have a wonderful Discord server where you can join and, get to know all the people that hang out in chat. Join our Valheim server if you're interested in that. And you can do so by clicking this link, and now shared in the chat. I have also gotten a hydrate. So, with that done, let's see. What is next on my list? Now, last episode. Oh gosh, yes, I am so sorry. I forgot to also do this and the announcement. We have a new mod, who should have technically have been a mod ages ago, but I have ADHD and short-term memories. So, please welcome Lutragem, who's the newest addition to our moderator team. It is her, and Michael is doing his best. They are both wonderful, wonderful people. So, give them some hype in the chat, because we are very, very lucky to have them.
Not Michael, though. He's not here because he's a traitor. Or busy. Or both. I don't know.
Busy.
Rick begins early today, I see.
Wait, what?
Lutragem also is the master of our clue board. This is where all the clues for our players is gathered up and organized, and that is done by our mistress of clues, Lutragem. The link to the clue board can be found on our Discord server, so if you want to check out the clues and see if you can find out some stuff that, our players haven't observed or noticed yet, then you can do so there.
We would miss something like
I
that?
noticed everything.
And remember it.
Yes.
What?
Right?
What?
Right?
Who's got the
Right.
brain cell today?
Where even are we?
Who are you?
In addition, if you're new here, there are some rewards that you can use your channel points for, such as buying our players some rerolls. You can buy them a reroll with a bonus die and a normal reroll. And also it seems that the last one, here we go, luck points. There's that sorted and added.
That was quick.
You can also buy them luck points, which may just help them to manage a roll without having to do rerolls. So that's what you can use your rewards for, or your challenge points for. And with all of that done, I think we are ready to address the little recap of last episode.
Yeah, what happened again?
What happened?
It's a little fuzzy.
What happened? Yeah, what can you remember, dear players? It has been a while.
Yeah, Peggy.
Yeah, Peggy's in a room painting.
Painting. I do believe that our boys...
We're doing some masterly crafted acting down in the lower decks.
Rick and Teddy are near cabin 53E.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
I have it on paper.
I do believe there was some mingling with the lower deck inhabitants.
That's no way to talk about her. Oh wait, you're not talking about the...
I'm talking about
The
the
shady
party
workers?
downstairs that you lads went to. At least I think Marcel and Thomas
Yeah, I
did.
bumped into them later
I
because they were being shady.
think
when I was
Archie
being-
may have been
Yeah.
somewhat occupied with one of Felix Folders' students.
Wait, how old is she?
Oh, she's 20
Oh, thank Christ. Okay, good.
something.
Good.
20 something, yes.
That's not
25.
alcohol. Right.
And then there was an invitation given to Peggy Andrews to a shuffleboard game with what seems to be a Russian count.
It's vampire.
Yeah.
In addition, the three lads went down to the E deck to check the somewhat suspicious Russians that lived there, and found some evidence that they may just be Bolsheviks.
Important question. Oh, thank you, chat. Thank you.
You want a yote?
No, I don't want to be yoted.
A yote?
There are two types of people in this
Yote.
world: those that yeet and those who are yoted.
So sorry, Jack.
Yeah.
I wanted a yak. Somebody wanted to give me a flotation device when I invariably find myself in the Atlantic. Thank you, Fud. And I wanted a yacht, but then it came out as yogurt or yogurth, or I think I summoned an elder entity. I'm sorry.
Where did this come from?
I don't know. You'll end up with
So-
a yurt. Yeah, Jesus.
We will begin this episode below deck with the three of you, Marcel. And
Marcel ran running.
And Marcel want to get help.
The two of you, Archie and Cooper,
See?
are, well, having a little kerfuffle, one would say. And there are three quite big and burly Russian people standing there. Do I remember correctly? Did one of them draw a gun?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. No.
Did they?
I think one of them did.
Actually, he pulled out a piece of paper and a pencil and then made a very accurate drawing, mechanical even, of Magnum,
Yes. Right.
which wasn't invented until about 50 years later.
Also, dear players, just reminding you, if you want to hear the music that is added to the stream, remember to log on to your Roll20, which is not something that we are sponsored by, but Roll20. If you see this, please feel free to do so, because I like using your app.
We love you, Gabe.
Yes, but let's get some music, shall we? Yes.
I genuinely think we are actually
So-
being invaded by aliens, by the way.
Made it
I
by
accidentally
aliens?
I opened the wrong game and it was not the appropriate music.
Such.
It was literally like Final Fantasy fighting music.
Oh, dude, that's totally
Oh
appropriate.
yes.
Those who fight further.
It's Cooper and Richie like. Ah! He shot me. 77 damage.
Jesus Christ. Walk it off. Phoenix down! Phoenix down!
You become zombie.
You are stood in a quite cramped hallway on a boat, and someone has drawn a gun, and I do believe Archie was about to say something.
Oh yeah, great. Thank you for reminding me about that. You know, I said I was going to plan a great speech here. I really didn't. So how do you want me to do this, GM? Do you want me to roll and then give the performance? Or do you want me to do the performance and then roll?
Please roll the bones.
And you're not going to know what I rolled until it's too late. Actually, I think I gave that away. Can I get a reroll, please? Quickly! Or at the very least...
That was quick.
7 points. Should I just go with this?
What did you roll?
82.
82.
Should I just go with this?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do
Yep.
it.
Cool. I gave you one. Wait, no, sorry, Fud's come to the rescue.
Ah.
Archie got an 8 on the idea to pull down his pants. Well, they are Russian, actually. That would really scare them.
Yep. There is a reroll with a bonus die redeemed for you. You feeling lucky today?
You guys are spoiling Archie. He needs to grow up and learn the consequences.
You're right. You
Or
know what?
Not death.
Yeah, Cooper's got a point, actually. You need to stop being so nice to me. So let's do this, shall we? As Archie pulls his hand up again and notices that they've got an audience, seeing one of them's got a gun, there's 3 of them in the corridor.
Yeah.
He's going to first spout out a line or 2 in Spanish, which I know. I don't know, but Archie knows. And then stop and then look to these guys again. Do you mind? We're having a discussion here about politics. Oh, and some French guy broke into your place. We were going to stop him, but then he started talking about how you guys are Bolsheviks, and I started to say that I don't think that's a problem. Why do you even like the monarchy, friend? And he's no friend of mine. I'm pointing at Cooper. It's like, this guy's a stinking monarchist. Especially he's an Australian. You know he's part French? You would think that being French, at least, you would understand how stupid the monarchy is. Fat elitists. They need to be eaten. Their wealth needs to be distributed. Can't you see that? Anyway, the French guy went that way. But if you want to, feel free to put a shoot in this guy.
What did you roll? Did you say?
42.
22.
Actually 42, but sure.
Okay. I need to roll now.
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. Cooper, sorry, Teddy's right. You need to stop being nice to me.
It's the only way Archie's still alive.
I gotta give him someone else to look at. And, you know, I'm pointing at where Marcel ran. So hopefully they'll ignore us two and go after him. Because firing a gun on the ship is gonna get noticed. Actually...
Okay.
Can you see what I'm seeing? Can you see Ren's face?
The
I'll
the
start
guy
writing
that
it
you
down.
recognize, well, the priest actually.
Yeah.
He grabs the hand of the guy holding the gun, putting it down, and then says something to him in Russian. And he's looking over to you. And then he turns around to the other one, says something to him, and starts very slowly walking closer to you.
When you say you, who do you mean?
You, Archie.
Oh, good.
And he puts his hand into some sort of... Well, wait, he's wearing a priest's garb, isn't he? So he puts his hand into what seems to be some sort of pocket. And he's about to draw something out of it.
What? A bit wary.
Are you going to do something?
No, I'm just going to put my hands up, like, obviously I'm going to show concerns, like, what are you doing? Well, I'm not going to stop him.
He pulls out a Bible.
Ah,
And he looks at you. He's quite a tall man.
he's going to beat me to death with a Bible.
I'm gonna make you tell the truth or something.
Yeah, you swear on the Bible. I melt.
I will give you one chance, son. Move and leave. If we spot you here again, I will have my faithful followers teach you a lesson.
Alright. Come on, Eddie. Let's get out of here. These guys are no fun.
He looks you both up and down. Yeah?
Yeah, we're leaving.
Okay. You're leaving.
Your approach is really harder than it would look.
It's the bones.
Marcel!
Yes,
Yes! You...
I'm getting help.
You're
I hope.
running up to
I think
To
I'm
the
going
upper
to
floors?
Peggy. Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'm gonna get Peggy.
Didn't we tell you to go and get the staff with guns?
I think you did, yeah. I think you told us to get the guards because they weren't on it.
But yeah, I mean, it only makes sense if you like. Yeah, but guards or Peggy, one of them can shoot straight.
Hmm.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, so do you go to Peggy?
I think Martha will go to Peggy first.
Yeah. What is Peggy
Because,
doing?
Well, she's having a delightful time with Lisa, and they're both painting and just gabbing.
I think you're painting. Lisa is basically holding the paint for you and making sure that, you know, you have the rinse water and such for your brushes.
At least it's not knife throwing practice this time.
Peggy's trying to get her
Fair.
to join in painting, but Lisa's just no. Like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is Marcel at Peggy's door now?
Yeah, you hear a knock?
No, I don't knock.
Or you don't knock? Well, is the door
It's
locked?
okay. It's-
That is the question.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, so
Okay.
Marcel
Marcel
bursts
is-
in.
Flings open the door and goes like, "No, it's Peggy! Cooper and Ricardo being accosted by the Russians. We have to go now."
You made me. Wait. What? What? What?
Paint everywhere.
Rick and Cooper are being accosted by the Russians.
Russians? What? Fetch my walking stick, Lisa.
You look over at Lisa, and she's standing there wide-eyed, and the tube of paint that she was holding has been squeezed, and she has like blue paint, kind of dripping all over her hand. And she's like, right, yes,
It's emergency.
yes,
It's fine.
of course, ma'am. She goes to find something to wipe off and not waste all the paint, so she's trying to like put the paint in like a little cup or something so that she can like, I will fix that later, and then wash her hands, and then she gets your cane once she's sure that there will not be any paint on it.
Well, she's
Blue
doing
paint
that.
is dang expensive at this time. Yes, there's a reason she's not wanting to waste it.
Just paint. It's fine. While she's doing that, Peggy is in her suitcase and putting stuffs in her. I was gonna say sock, but she has. Not knickers. That's completely wrong.
Hosiery, stockings.
Stockings. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the one you were
stocking.
stocking for?
Yes.
Red.
Stocking.
No. No.
Meanwhile, Marcel is smiling. He's super excited because this is so exciting.
So Peggy's gonna get the walking cane. I think she has a knife and her little. No, she gave away the derringer. No, yep. She's got everything. Okay, where are they?
They're down below. Should we get the guards, or are you fine to handle the Russians yourself?
We should probably get the cards. We're already.
Wait,
We can't ruin that already. Yet. Let's go.
Take it. Let's go.
And we run
And Marcel quickly runs back to Lisa like, assassin apologies. And it's back
Oh,
again.
is that all right. My roll 20 is messing about a little bit here. I don't know if you can get any music, but
If we can't get music, that's fine. I do think that Teddy and Archie, as they're walking, get around the corner, and that'll light a sight. Archie's definitely going to turn to Teddy and stop walking. I think... sorry, to Teddy. I think, Cooper, we should get our guns and revisit that conversation, don't you?
You didn't bring any weapons?
Oh, wait. Oh. Yes, I seem to have just never taken it out of my back pocket. Well, that's embarrassing.
I
This time it's a rifle.
need you both.
I could have shot him in the face, and that would have saved a lot of bother. I had a Bible, though, so I felt kind of sinful.
Let's see.
But then he called me his son.
He's a freeze they do that?
I need you both to roll spot hidden. And with a penalty die.
Ooh.
What is my spot hidden? Oh, I've just got...
The 100 that take the highest. Right?
Lowest.
Lowest.
Because it's a penalty die.
Well, I failed.
No, take the highest because you have to...
Penalty, right?
Yeah, penalty. So you roll the percentage die twice, and you pick the highest results.
Highest, yeah.
Yes, sorry. Yes, Irish guilt is a bitch. Yeah.
No.
Also, Prussian blue, just a little happy accident. It was not a happy accident. It was for sure an accident, but it was not happy.
So I was deeply ashamed.
Yeah.
No happy.
Yeah, the Russians tend to be orthodox. That is true. So, both of you, what did you get? Or did you fail or succeed?
Fail.
Yeah, I failed too.
Okay. Yeah. Are you heading back to the upper decks, or?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to determine that, you know. So, do you want to have another crack at that, Sergeant, or should we just regroup? You saw the ammunition, they're up to something, and they're going to probably put the plans ahead of schedule now that we've rubbled that bit. Where the heck is...
Well, Marcel is fetching the guards, right?
Well, I thought so, but the guard station shouldn't be too far away. Where on earth has he gone?
So
Would
wait for them, or take the matters into our own hands.
Well,
That's
first of all, you're best holding on to this. He hands Cooper his pistol, which I believe is that's just a small Colt. So a 6-shooter revolver. I think it's actually one of his. He just gives your gun back.
I think that is actually correct.
Because he got the shotgun off the Irish guy.
Here, I need it back later. What? What?
Wait, what?
With the bullets? I can't promise anything.
I think at this rate, you probably meet. You probably meet halfway
Okay.
with Peggy and Marcel.
Where are the
Ugh.
where are the guards, the staff, the backup? Oh god. Oh.
But you see, I was going to get Mademoiselle Peggy, and then we were going to get the guards.
You know what? That's fine. You'll do. We've got what looks like Russian poor people going to kill rich person.
Usually I'm fine with that, but this is a cruise. Cannot disrupt the festivity.
Yes, someone might shoot the alcohol.
No kind is okay. What on earth is going on?
I can't put it into simpler terms. I'm sorry.
Marcel and Peggy, please roll a spot hidden. With a penalty. Actually, no, you can just roll a normal one.
Nope. Very much no.
I don't even know why you're bothering, Rin. No one's gonna see it.
Nope. Okay.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Do we get a sense that someone's watching us?
No.
Fuck you. God. Alright, fine. Right then. Since we have no reason to think that anything bad is going to happen, let's do what we want to do. Hi, guys?
It's the guards?
Peggy's like standing there with her walking cane, like very ready for anything, and just what?
What? What are we to do?
There are some Russians on this deck. They have weapons, and I believe they mean to do harm to your Russian noble friend, the one who prefers you over me, and Won't let me get close
Because
to
it
him.
went through the proper channels.
It's not like I was going to steal anything from him that, he could live without.
You wouldn't.
I shouldn't. But enough of that. Then,
We'll go back to my dorm room and talk, maybe? Or do we need to tell the guards?
I think we need to deal with this as quickly as possible.
Deal with what?
the
Perhaps we should get
Russians...
cigars right away.
With the... Okay, at this point, Archie's shouting, okay? He's like, there are Russians around the freaking corner! They have guns and ammo, and they're gonna kill someone! Is that simple enough for you? Is everyone else hearing this?
I will get cigar.
Yeah,
What he said.
the guards.
I have been sober for over 2 hours. This is not fun!
I can... That is clear.
Well, no, they told you to be sober, did they?
No, someone told me not to be drunk, though. It was you, and you have those disappointing eyes.
Maintenant, I will get cigars. I will be back in just a moment. I will go get it. I go now. And Marcel starts to go towards where the guards are. I'm guessing they have like a cabin or something.
There tends to be one at the deck, if I recall.
There is some security on the upper deck. Not so much on the lowers, but coming up to deck A, you manage to find at least an employee who can point you in the right direction, and he points you towards the ship's purser's office.
Then I guess I knock on the door.
Yeah. Let's see. This is the same place that you were when you sent that letter, or when Peggy sent that letter. Give me but a moment. So yes. You've briefly met the ship's purser before, but you've not had the chance to properly talk with him. You've only seen him. This man is quite a large, well, seemingly good-natured man called Malcolm Pinkham, and he invites you to come forwards once the person that he has been helping has moved aside and left the room. Yes, how may I help you?
Mr. Pickman, there are armed men in the lower decks. I think they are threatening to kill someone. It's in cabin 53E.
Down on the low decks.
My compatriots are already down there. It's an emergency. You have to call your men now.
I'm sorry. Guns, are you saying?
They are armed.
Is there armed? Well, I suppose we better send some lads down then.
Yes, it's what I'm saying, and you're making me wait here.
Yes, give me but a moment. He walks over to like this panel of sorts and pushes a button, and about a minute later, some sailors in quite, tight uniforms, looks like they're, the security staff, enters.
Nice.
There's two of them, and they're armed with kind of a baton, and one of them has a gun. If you know anything about Navy rankings, you can see that the one with the gun is ranking higher.
Even they get more training than the American police. They're all weak.
Maybe, very well.
Marcel does not know anything about military rankings of any kind. Except
No.
the uniforms are nice.
Yeah, you can
Sure.
tell that the one with the gun, his uniform looks a little fancier. Tight uniforms, no less. Yeah, I meant tight as in like the tidy tight. like everything is neat and stuff. But I'm sure Marcel would probably notice it if it was tight in the right places.
I
So
just don't think the image you were trying to give was the one we got, and that's a-okay. You can tell from the higher ranking because he has like glitter on the shoulder pads there, and
yeah.
The man comes in. Marcel goes, "Oh, this is bonjour. This is perfect, but we need to go down right now.
Okay, excuse me. I
No
just need
venturing,
to
danger."
add a marker here. Okay. Yes. Good sir. Well, lead the way, and we shall follow.
Well, alors, quick, this way. And I would lead them to, cabin 53E. Probably to where everyone else is. Just...
okay.
Right. Yeah, they follow you, and have the rest of you waited?
I fear that Archie would get impatient if they took too long, because this is twice now. Marcel's run off to get help.
Can you please roll a power for me?
Power.
Just plain power.
Did he do something with the?
I thought everyone had gone to get the guard, so I'm very confused.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's just Marcel.
Yeah, I'm guessing then Marcel and Peggy, perhaps.
All right, you wanted a power roll.
But,
I present to you a fail.
Yeah. Archie wants to do something way before. Well, Peggy, you can choose whether you went with Marcel or stayed.
Don't. Please stay with us. We need
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think she stayed. Marcel can run. Yeah.
Yeah. Archie, you have no means of controlling your impulse to do something.
you. Awesome. Then I have no reason to say it's Rick's fault. So he first of all sticks his hand out to the sergeants. Can I have that gun back?
Sure.
Brilliant. Thank you. He checks the chamber because he knows what Cooper can do sometimes.
Still loaded.
Good. Awesome. He puts it in his jacket pocket. Right then. So I'll be back in a few minutes, and then start.
No, you won't. What are you doing? We're waiting for the guard.
He called me son, and then starts continuing to walk around the corner.
You definitely don't go alone, and Peggy goes after.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
He's been somewhere else done wrong, so Peggy doesn't trust anything.
Yeah. Okay. You return to the cabins that you formerly left. There's no one in the hallway this time.
Mm-hmm. Were fire extinguishers invented back then? They weren't, were they? Like when the ship's on
No.
fire, everyone just ran to one side, and the ship went underwater for a second to just put out the
Water
fire.
buttons? No. Water buttons? They have.
Yes,
I think they have those
sounds-
cone-shaped fire extinguishers.
Yeah.
It's like basically a large cone.
Question to chat. Does any one of you know about fire guidelines and such and control in the
bucket of
1920s
Those
on a
all the
boat?
bug spray cans, kind of.
No, but water hose, don't you think?
I mean, they
The
are
metal
at
foam
sea.
extinguisher was invented in 1904.
Oh,
Then they're...
yeah, then they probably have it.
Yeah, but would they have had them
Ah,
in
Lutra is
such
looking it up.
copious amounts that they would be on each deck, or would they be in special stations?
Probably in the rich...
Yeah, you haven't seen any here. Doesn't mean there aren't any. They're
Is there a
just not
bucket of
as
sand?
available.
Is there usually a bucket of sand?
Yeah, there might be some.
It's sand.
Actually, there are some doors that state like broom cupboard, and beside one of them, there is one of those little boxes, kind of like containers that have salt and such for salting in the winter.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like just a container, and it says sand on it,
Awesome.
and there is a little shovel that you can grab.
Brilliant. In that case, I'm going to get the spade and take some of the sand, and then I'm going to throw it in front of the door.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to take the shovel in both hands.
Okay.
And then I'm going to bang on the door twice and raise the shovel. See, the plan is, they're going to open the door, the first thing they're going to see is the sand on the floor, and they're going to be like, sand? I'm not at the beach. And then they're going to look at it, and I'm going to smack them over the head with it.
Yeah. There's no response.
Knock again.
It's quiet.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay. By that point, the other two have caught up with me, probably.
Oh, no. Oh, don't say they've already left.
They're probably.
At this point, Marcel and his lads arrive. Alright, what's going on here then? Why is there sand on the floor? Sir, should there be sand on the floor here? I don't think so, Charlie.
We were trying to make sure they didn't escape, but I think they already have.
Alright. He picks
sorry.
up what looks like a clip of master keys.
Mhm.
And he looks to Peggy, like, terribly sorry that you have to see this, madam. We do not normally enter people's cabins, but in cases such as this...
Jesus, well, get on with it!
It will be all right.
He puts the key into the cabin door and unlocks it. And opens the door. Those of you who stand in such an angle that you can see as the door opens outwards, I don't know if you've gone on one side or the other.
Sure.
You can see that the priest is there. He is sitting on on the floor in front of what looks like a very improvised altar, with his Bible and a rosary. And he looks up, kind of gruff, and what is this? Looking somewhat confused.
Insight.
The guards look a little confused as well. I'm terribly sorry, Father, to have interrupted your prayers, but we have had some concerning information given to us, and we would like to check your cabin, if you please. Check the cabin. I am a humble servant of God. I have nothing to hide. Please feel free to check, he says, and gets up from his knees and brushes off his robe. The lower ranking man, or officer, steps in. Sir, if you'll allow me, starts checking around the bed and pulls out the suitcase that you found earlier under the bed. Father, may I open this? Is that all right? Yes, you may open. He opens the suitcase, and it looks different than when you opened it. There's clothes there, there's a shaving kit, basically the normal stuff that a man would carry. No sign of...
Oh, is that Marcel?
Yes, Marcel.
Yes, as this happens, this corridor is like a T shape, and we came from one direction.
Yep.
Right.
You're basically the room is at the top of the T, so to say, and then there's a corridor down. You came in from the side of the T, and you're approximately halfway towards the downwards corridor.
Marcel wants to look around for any indication of someone passing one direction recently, and just slowly shimmy away a little bit.
Yeah. I would like you to roll a spot hidden.
Ooh, that's better. That's a 12.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll give you this, because you have travelled on many different types of travel arrangements, one can say, from high class to lower class, and you recognise the layout of these sort of cabins, because this door swings the other way, and sometimes in your experience that means that those two cabins are connected, and the door a little bit further down, basically the last door before the T section begins, is one of such doors in relation to the cabin that you are currently looking at. The one with the priest.
Then Marcel wants to sneak away to there. There's like
Like
slowly
Panther?
get out of frame.
Pink Panther.
Yeah, please roll a sneak. Or stealth.
Oh come on, that's even better. That's 2.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah. Marcel
Lovely
has
sight.
just disappeared.
This-
For all
Marcel is
intents and
Oh, the
purposes.
French one.
He glitched through the wall.
He glitched.
He's hacker. I've said a few
He can-
hacks.
He goes Bethesda style like.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I wish to sneak over to the door, see if I can check if it's locked, and then look through the keyhole.
Because of your terrific sneak roll, or stealth roll, you managed to very gently check the door handle without making any sounds. It is locked, but you notice that there is no key in the hole and you can peek through.
I peek.
Yeah, what you see, and there's a limited field of vision,
The inside of a gun barrel. Bang!
is the two other Russians. They seem to be just sitting around a table, and
Oh god.
it looks like they're playing cards.
Christ, they were going to summon IKEA or something.
I do recognize them as the Russians.
Yes.
Right. Okay,
You do.
then I will try to signal to. I think Rick was the one with the lockpicks.
Archie, yes. Archie,
Okay, sorry.
please roll a spot hidden, because you've been pretty invested in this bit, so, and Marcella's being very sneaky.
So it turns to liquid.
Well, while Marcel turns into like the T-1000, I don't really see him. But unfortunately for everyone, Archie's got his own stupid idea. You want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
So basically, Archie's going to get visibly upset, go up to the priest and shake him a bit, and while the guards pull him off them, he's basically leaving the pistol inside the priest's robe, and then he's going to accuse him of having a weapon.
Okay, you will need to roll a stealth
I don't care. I have 2 more.
Don't you
or
mean sleight of hand?
sleight of hand. Yes.
Instead of
But you will have to do so with a penalty die, because there are a lot of people here, and this man is already wary of you.
Now, my sleight of hand is good, but is it that good? Because it is currently sitting on, God help me, I'm trying to find it. Oh, come on, you... Well, actually, my fast talk is 85. That is God-level bullshit. Even I'm not that good. He hates it when your character is, like, better at something than you
Sleight
are.
of hand is
79.
by spot hidden. Yes.
I got, it's a 79. What do you reckon, guys? Should I do it?
Yes.
And if I get a critical, you'll allow me to take the bullets out as well. Yeah?
Well, remember that it's with a penalty die.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, wouldn't it be funny? Oh, that's not funny at all.
Wouldn't it be nice? Do-do-do.
How many luck points do you
We're
have?
gonna have to spring him, aren't we?
So I got an 86. Because the dice hate me. So...
7 luck points?
And that was the
Actually, yeah, but
penalty?
Then again, hang on, because the penalty is the highest. And that is the highest. So then I'm going to just throw some luck dice at it to knock it under.
Mm-hmm.
Which would make it, as my good friend there pointed out, 7 luck.
How many levels of success did you manage?
1.
As you do that, as you attempt to do that,
Motherfucker, why can't I just roll a test? Why does it have to be opposed as well?
because this man is already wary of you, and I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
Bruh.
Bye, Archie.
I want those dice. You bought me these dice. You
Yeah,
did it on
if
purpose.
you guys want to see proof,
So far.
that was my
Wait.
roll. I roll so well when I'm DMing.
Yeah, we know.
And so bad
Yeah.
when I don't.
So this has been a good game, guys.
As you go to slip this this gun into his
Oh,
pocket,
please tell me it goes off.
he grabs your hand
Mm.
before you get that far and lifts it up.
Don't I get to do a strength check against that manipulation?
You
I
can
mean, I'm
do,
going to fail.
you can do an opposed strength check
I
if
mean,
you
I've
wish
got
to.
just for shits and giggles because I've got the strength of like the person who invented Apple Mac or whatever.
Let's see. Okay.
I'll just roll a dice because most likely it's too high anyway, right? See, now I got 22, which is still. God, I miss Ashley.
What's your
She was-
strength?
She was better than me at everything. 40. So I got like what? 1 nearly 2 degrees of success.
Yeah, he doesn't manage to pull your arm up, but he manages to hold you, and he says he's got a gun.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably.
Sleight of hand that.
Yeah, I sleight of hand his tongue from his mouth. No, I'm gonna have to. Does anyone see me holding the gun at this height, or is it just me in the way of him?
Roll a
It's the
luck.
gun.
Roll a
Eat it.
luck. Fuck yeah, I can do this.
Oh, this is Chicago. all
29.
over.
Yeah.
I got it. So no one. So in that case, he's gonna say, "It's like, look, I'm gonna actually say he's got a gun as well," and then pull the trigger.
Oh my. Okay.
You want to play hardball? I'll play fucking hardball.
Roll
This character's not even
firearms.
real. What?
Roll firearms.
What's that?
Please don't shoot yourself in the... Well, if you shoot you in the foot, then it might be more believable.
Must be any relief to you. It's most likely a fake priest. It does sound like an Archie thing to do. Thanks, guys. Firearms handgun is 35.
This is most likely a real priest. Bullshit.
That is an 84.
That's not a real person.
84.
Yeah. So, yeah, I probably shot myself. Actually, that's not a critical fail. It's just a miss.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's not exactly how I'm
Unfortunately
aiming.
for you, that shot lands right in front of the foot of the lower ranking officer, and he sees you holding the gun.
Because I rolled so bad.
And he rolled pretty well on his perception roll, or spot hidden roll.
Probably should have walked. Oh well, I gave it a go. Didn't work.
So, yeah. The lower ranking investigator officer jumps and he's like, "What are you playing at? What are you playing at, sir? Firing a gun down here like this? You know we're on board a ship."
So English. Oh, we're on a ship? I must have hit my head harder than I thought.
Please roll a fast talk.
But
I want to
just
see if the others want to do something. Go on.
You get to roll a fast talk while the others get to decide what are you doing during this, because
question with do the Russians react in the other room when they hear the shot? The shot go off?
It's a good question.
Marcel probably looks up and then looks into the keyhole again.
Yeah, you see them reacting.
Oh, mad.
They kind of get up and like look around. Where was that sound from? Was that next door? Kind of expressions on their face. So you catch that. Peggy, what do you do?
Okay, since Archie said he must have hit his head harder than he thought, she'll walk over to him and like... how to say it properly? Like, walk over to him like, "Oh, poor thing, you really hit your head hard, didn't you?" And like, take out a handkerchief and pat his head like, "Oh, poor thing, you're not well, are you? You're really hurt. You're so out of sorts. What are you doing? You need to go down and rest and just stay in a dark room and don't do anything, say anything, you poor thing." Like, really play up that he's been hurt and not in his right mind.
Okay. Yeah, and Cooper. Is Cooper doing anything?
Cooper's gonna grab hold of the high-ranking officer. He hit his head. You still have an investigation to do here.
All right, sir. The higher-ranking officer moves over to Archie, and he sort of very gently grabs your hand, holding the gun. It's like, "I think it would be prudent for us all if you put this away for now, sir. Don't you agree?"
Archie? Yes?
The priest lets go of your wrist, and he just withdraws and is standing like very sort of like defensively.
All right. Yeah, it's been a long day, hasn't it? He lets go of the gun, because right after the whole thing with Peru with the Kari Syria, the blood drinking monsters, and then there was the pyramid with all of the darkness, and then the cults with the masks. And
boy!
Right.
It's been a hard week, okay?
Madam, could you perhaps get your friend upstairs and maybe make sure he gets a bit of a stiff drink or something, or
yes, I'll make sure.
There are some cigars for sale as well in the restaurant area. Why don't you Yes.
Hey.
Yes,
Lutra, it's 9 o'clock somewhere, okay?
Archie needs it anyway. But yes, of course, I'll get him out of the situation and calm him down, and he won't be a bother anymore.
It's like 11 a.m. It is quite early.
We just had breakfast.
Yes.
Dang it.
Okay, alright. By the way, would it have occurred to Archie that this room is only for like one person?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll for that, or are you just gonna let me like have common sense?
I'm gonna let you have that.
I kind of like the idea as he's walking out, and he's looking at the bed, and he's thinking, this guy isn't that friendly with his friends. And obviously at this point, he might be seeing Marcel at the door, like...
Marcel is standing at the door, like, doing this motion. Nothing.
Nice.
He's not even touching the floor, because he's so stealthy, just floating.
Yeah, you see him pointing at the door that he's standing by, which is next door to...
Can Marcel try something?
Yes,
Oh,
of
please
course.
do.
Marcel doesn't speak Russian, but can he somehow figure out if he's somehow heard the word help in Russian?
Oh. What languages does he speak?
English, Arabic, Chinese Mandarin, and French. Mostly French.
We're getting some lag on the Twitch channel, by the way.
Yeah.
Low
I'm getting
latency
some...
toggle under the advanced menu and settings to disable low latency mode.
Let's
It suggests.
see.
Oh, that might be
Viewers, do you see any lag in the stream on your end? Because I noticed that my internet is... well, there are certain things that seem to be struggling a bit. So please let us know if the stream is doing okay. And yeah. Let's see.
It's working
It is
fine
working
here.
fine here. Okay.
Alright, it's... Nope, network error.
That could be locally for you, Rick.
Why am I so shit with the internet today?
I don't know.
Maybe he's using AT&T.
I've obviously watched on my telly and I haven't noticed anything.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for giving us the feedback. Marcel, you wanted to try something.
Yes.
Yes. Please give me a just linguistics roll,
Linguistics.
if you have that.
I don't think I have
Oh,
that.
It
gosh.
will be language.
This was not the music I meant to put on.
Should I just do education?
Yeah.
Anthropology?
Let's see.
Psychology?
Let's see.
I might go dark in a second for some strange reason. It's yeah, Google Mail stopped working, Twitch has stopped working. I'm checking the Wi-Fi now, but that's weird. That
I think-
Discord still works.
Well, you're still here on the stream, and you're in the Discord. Can you hear the others in the Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that's the important thing. I think.
Oh right, DNS server's not responding.
Let's see. You can roll language, and if you roll a 1, you manage, because you have
Okay.
1 in other languages naturally. So you have 1% chance
Okay.
of knowing.
11.
No.
Oh,
No.
10 points of luck, right?
10 points of luck, yes.
In that case, Marcel is just gonna sort of like meekly bang on the door and try to mimic the Russian's voice and just like go.
Oh wow. Okay.
And he tries to knock as if like
But
he's low to the ground and
Me?
like moaning in pain.
maybe Marcel has dated a few Russian ladies, and they say things in bed. So I think about it. It's actually quite likely he knows a few choice words.
Hopefully not the word help, but
No.
Maybe.
It's that.
I hadn't thought that far ahead, actually. Sorry, that was...
Cooper.
I know the word. It's pomush.
That's
Oh, cool.
Cooper, what are you doing though, amidst all this?
Surviving.
Have I seen what Marcel is doing?
I think at this point you have definitely noticed him pointing at the door and then starting to knock on it.
No one sees Marcel.
I think we've given up on that now.
I'm sorry, you do not have Pass Without a Trace.
Is the officer still investigating?
The lower ranking one, Charlie, it would seem he's called, is inside the priest's cabin, and the other one has moved out, basically shuffling Archie outside the room and, encouraging Peggy to remove him from the
tell
scene.
I tell him, we've seen the other Russian, the one with the gun in the hair. Marcel here saw him.
Oh,
One-
I see. There's
gun at me.
2 cabins, right? Yeah, he goes over to the second one and knocks.
Marcel just points at the door.
Ship security, please open the door. there's a little shuffling, sounds of shuffling behind the door, and then it clicks and opens. The smell of cigarettes wells out from the door, and it just looks like someone's interrupted a card game. Charlie, I think we have another room you might need to check. All right. Sorry for the inconvenience, Father. Have nice prayer, I guess. And Charlie walks over to his boss and enters this new room. The priest follows him out and kind of peeks around the corner and seems to get eye contact with the two others. And those of you who are still present can roll a psychology.
I've been kicked out of the room, haven't I?
Yep.
Damn it.
Present in the room, or
Peggy is walking arm in arm with Archie, just getting him out of the situation, but just around the corner so we're not far away.
so present in the room or the corridor?
In the corridor, or at the scene.
But I want to be in the room where it happens.
But Peggy's close enough, right?
I rolled a 70 and I have 72 in psychology.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cooper?
Whoosh.
Okay. Marcel,
None.
you catch that this guy seems to be sort of communicating with them through like glances and some facial expressions, sort of like something like just play along or let them in, or like go with the flow of this. And the two men pull a little bit aside and let the officer enter the room. The father looks over at the higher ranking officer. They do not talk much English, my companions here. They protect me from religious, how you say, persecutors. Yes. And the officer says, all right. Would you please tell them that we need to check their cabin?
The first, we are being so rude here. Mes amis, and I look to Russian man. Is it okay if I go in here? No? Yes?
No, I don't think so. I think
I speak to the two Russians, and then I also look to the ground, see if I can find the cigarettes. I think is yours, no?
This goes.
And see if I can see if he reacts to any English words.
There's no cigarettes on the floor. There are on the there's one on the table in an ashtray.
Okay, then I reach
In
into
the
my
room.
pocket. I am so terribly sorry for this. Would you like a cigarette? No? Just trying to talk.
Okay. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to see if they react to English.
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
trying to gauge their reactions, see if they
They do not
Which-
react to the English, but they are paying attention to your body language. Charlie enters the room, and the priest says something in Russian to the two fellows, and they look at him, and they look at the officers, and they nod and step aside. Charlie starts looking around. There's two bunks. He kind of lifts up the bedding there a little bit, checks under for the suitcases, and opens up the suitcases, and yet again it's just normal clothing and such. Yes, Cooper.
As one who does this at a regular basis, hiding his guns away, does Cooper notice any hiding spots?
Please
Ooh.
roll a spot hidden.
Is the right question.
And,
Well-
yeah.
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 Spot hidden. Spot hidden.
Can we say that Peggy and Archie just kind of sleek back a bit just outside the door?
Yeah, I will let you linger in the doorway.
Cool, because my spade's still there.
It's not your spade, but the spade is still there. True.
It's urgent. No, it's urgent.
Yeah.
So not to be like that, but a spade, the spade, my spade.
What did you roll, Teddy?
26.
Not bad, but is it good enough?
Oh yeah. Oh, my spot hidden is 69.
Jesus wept.
Oh.
Where were you earlier?
Right behind you.
Nice.
Obviously, I should have been in front of you.
That's usually where I put you.
Yeah. You spot that there's something a little bit odd about the upper bunk. It's low standards down here. The bunks are made of wood, and they have wooden planks at the bottom. And you notice that two of those planks seem a little misaligned, mispositioned.
Misplaced.
I grab hold of the guard. Help me check this, please.
You spotted something, have you? Alright, alright.
I keep my eyes on the priest all the time, see if he signals or anything.
Roll a psychology.
48. And I have 72.
You see he twitches. Like, yeah, when they approach this specific spot. Cooper, as you go over, you quickly notice that one of those planks are loose. And with the help of Charlie, you manage to sort of wiggle it out. And would you know, there is a
You
little...
look familiar.
A gun is strapped to this. It looks like they've taken like little nails to fit in some leather straps to strap it on, and then kind of like put it there. And because the planks are fairly thick, the little nails don't show from the other side.
It's clever.
Well, would you look here? Sirs, have you got license to carry this on board? 'Cause something tells me you don't. The priest visibly reacts to this because you can see his entire face falls. And
You pick it up for him.
he is not looking happy at all.
I try to position myself so he can't signal to his two friends.
Oh god, how big are you?
The
I am
the two Russians look very, very agitated and start speaking in Russian to each other. The priest hears it and says something back, and he turns to the higher ranking officer saying, they have no license, they say. We are not completely, what do you say, affluent with your legal paperwork, yes? Right, so you mean to say that this is a matter of language difficulties? Well, regardless, I'm afraid we will have to confiscate this weapon and any others. You see Charlie's kind of fiddling with the second plank that also seems to be loose, and there is a second gun there.
Well, oh.
How dare they have weapons?
I look at the officer. Officer, I will also add, in addition to them threatening us, we also spotted this grease in the dining hall on the upper floor, searching out a certain other Russian guest among the upper floor class.
Right.
While tentatively reading his Bible the wrong way around.
You probably hear Archie from on the corner. Check his Bible!
Hughes, these are lies. I was, yes, I was upstairs, but I was merely upstairs for fresh air.
Fresh air.
While all the Russians are talking, Marcel is trying really hard to pick out like one word that he thinks is like a very common word in Russian, and tries to like really memorize how it's pronounced and everything.
Okay.
Like something he hears all the time.
Yeah.
And saying back and forth.
Okay.
He's trying to really nail the pronunciation.
Okay. The officer looks at Cooper, and he looks at the father, and he looks at the two men, and he says, these are very concerning accusations. And
They are.
Father, I must implore you to stay off the A deck and stick to your accommodations and your assigned deck. Now, your companions will have to follow me, and I will need them to spend the night in our care, if you will.
Means custody.
Yeah. Charlie, would you please escort these two men up to the brig? It is a serious matter to bring unlicensed and unregistered firearms onto the Mauritania, and we simply cannot have this without any sort of consequences. I'm sorry it has come to this, but Father, would you please explain to your fellows here that they need to follow me? And perhaps you can function as our translator until we get the ship translator on this case. Yes, I'm sure I could probably do this. Yes.
Father, why don't you just save everyone a lot of time and explain why you are here in this particular ship? We found your communist manifesto.
I know
And you-
nothing of Communist Manifesto. I am a man of the cloth, and I am here
Yes.
to escape religious persecution.
Check
Yes,
his
and
Bible!
we saw you reading a book upside down. Was that in the dining hall, or was it down below?
I do not know of any such upside down book. No.
Oh no, upside down book. Then of course you do not remember you stalking Gospodi. And I smiled.
I was
That was a-
merely up for fresh air.
I see if he reacts to me saying Gospodi. Because that was the word I was trying to pick out in Russian.
Okay, for those who do not know, what does that mean in Russian?
The count or the lord.
Ah.
Because I'm assuming that was.
No, it's
think
not. It's not been. It's not been mentioned.
Ah, okay. Then I just say some Russian word that they've been saying to see if he reacts.
He does, but he just seems puzzled, like he just didn't expect you to speak a Russian word. But he looks you up and down a little differently this time, like he's taking note. And at this point, the high-ranking officer is losing his patient, and he's like, "All right, let's get a move on, shall we?" Yes. And Charlie.
Is he twirling his baton?
Sorry.
Is he twirling his baton?
No, but
Oh.
he's kind of he keeps like elevating his heels a little bit, like he's tipping a little bit back and forth. Clearly, sort of like let's get moving. And Charlie escorts the two other Russians out, and on the priest's word, they follow.
Is there any way that Archie can or communicate for any way possible for somebody to try and have a look at the sodding Bible? Any way at all. I have a shovel. I will dig it out of his rib cage if I have to.
I mean, Thomas and Marcel, please roll a. Let's see. Is it?
Somebody should, and it definitely shouldn't be me because I'll just mess it up.
There should be a skill called Archie.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what
Communicate with Elder Archie.
Yeah.
Hard seed.
I think it's a spell more. Yeah.
yeah, it's a magic spell. You have to have a low enough sanity to use it.
Roll an intelligence.
Oh god, we're
Roll.
screwed.
Intelligence.
Yes.
Intelligence?
42. 42.
And you have?
85.
No.
Yeah, Marcel, you remember Archie talking about they should check that Bible. And,
I have this vision of Archie in the clouds.
check the Bible!
Remember Simba.
Remember, Marcel.
The Matteo goes, stop!
Something so dumb.
Monsieur,
I rolled 100.
if you would be so kind. I believe this man has a bit of literature, a Holy Bible. I would be very interested in seeing this. No?
All right.
Spidery?
Let's see this Bible.
It was very interesting to be read upside down.
Yeah. First level spell comprehend Archie.
Thanks.
Yeah. The priest looks at you and kind of smirks and pulls out the Bible and just hands it over to the officer. And the officer sort of, leafs through it and is like, I don't really read Russian, but
Wait a minute.
certainly looks like
Is it
a
the
Bible?
same Bible as the one he showed
Yeah.
me? It is?
Yeah.
What's this game?
He hands it back to the priest. I suppose everything is in order there.
How big are his sleeves?
They sit quite tightly on a. I believe that the more traditional priest's robes has quite slim
Yeah.
arms. on
Right,
the-
so couldn't have just flopped it up his sleeve
No.
like.
Anyway, these
Savage.
four move up as the officers are taking the men to the brig.
Both of them?
Yes, and the priest is following, helping us, the translator.
Yeah, both the guards, or?
Yes, both of the guards. They close the doors again before they leave and lock them. And also before they leave, the high-ranking officer turns to Marcel and Cooper and says, "Thank you very much for informing us of these matters. So we take it very seriously, and I promise you we will not be letting these men roam freely anytime soon."
I still think you should check the rooms thoroughly.
I've already checked it quite thoroughly, I'll have you know.
We found one secret hiding place.
Ha!
I would be happy to help if.
Yeah, his boss looks over at Charlie and says, I do believe the good man might have a point. Why don't you send two of the other chaps down once we've gotten upstairs to do a second search of their accommodation?
I would also recommend getting Miss Andrews back. She is quite the.
Oh, no, we do not want to involve the poor lady
Oh.
into this. I'm sure she would...
You haven't heard of her?
I'm sorry?
Cooper probably has one of her contact cards.
Oh,
right?
yeah, one of them have.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't heard of the famous the famous lady detective, Miss Andrews?
Mrs.
He had,
But yes.
he had
Yeah.
her card.
Ms.
He takes the card and... well then, that's interesting. Alright. And where is Mrs. Andrews residing currently?
Right in the corridor with you.
Yeah. But you have her cabin number, so that you can... Yeah.
Room 19.
Alright, I shall direct my chaps over to her and they can escort her down. And I'm sure they'd be happy for the assist.
Wonderful lady. Wonderful lady.
He puts the card in his breast pocket, and then the four of them leave. The doors are locked again, but you are left alone, with a little reminder that you might want to return to, deck A, where you're supposed to be.
So, did Peggy hear this conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then
I'd
she's
like to
just
think
gonna...
that you both heard everything that's going on.
With or without Archie.
And I think at that, we're going to take a short break, because we have crossed the 1.5 hour marker. Yeah.
We're still alive.
Yes, we are still alive.
Despite my best efforts.
Despite everyone's best efforts.
Despite your best efforts.
We're going to take a 10-ish minute break. We will be back approximately around 1:45-ish. And we are back! Yay!
Wow, the timing, Teddy.
Wow.
Rick has to do some work-related phone call, so he will be back very shortly. He is just going to be AFK for a little bit. But in the meantime, Peggy, yeah, you have probably then returned to your accommodation, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, and there is a knock on the door, as you probably expected.
Yes, she's just patting herself down. Looks like she hasn't been running, like... Oh, okay, just everything in place and just... Okay. Lisa, you can open the door. And she's sitting there very daintily at her chair that is kind of soaked with water after the spillage of the paint.
Yeah, there are two lower-ranking officers than the one who was in charge of the thing downstairs earlier. Probably more ranking the same as Charlie. And, yeah, they are standing outside, like, puffing their chest off. Obviously, they're greeting a lady on the luxury floor, if you will. So, well, you were told there was a lady detective here. Would that be you, ma'am?
Yes, I am she. What can I help you to distinguish chaps with?
Well, we're supposed to be looking around the cabin of those Russians, and
Ah, yes.
we were told you could assist us somewhat. That well, the boss said you were quite perceptive. So
Yes,
if
that is quite
you're-
right. My honed talent as a sleuth, lady detective.
So would you allow us to escort you down then, ma'am? Is that all right?
Yes, you may. I'll just get my
Wonderful.
walking stick first, walking cane first, and she brushes herself down.
Excellent,
Yes,
excellent.
I'm ready.
Yeah. The other chap doesn't say much. He just stands there, nods, and follows suit. And they escort you downstairs to E deck again. The silent fellow opens the door for you. And you get to take a proper look-see.
Woohoo!
Is Cooper with them, or?
I'm guessing if you wanted to be with him, he would go to Peggy's.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, Mr. Cooper.
These are the fellas I was telling you about.
Marcel is probably still there.
And yes,
Never
Luchard,
left.
that is a somewhat Scouse accent. All right then. Please feel free to have a look around, and if you spot anything else of the ordinary, please let us know, and we'll have an extra gander about. He starts doing, the routine checks, and leaves you to have a proper look in the quarters, first and foremost, of these two men that have been taken into custody.
Peggy will produce her lorgnette and properly look at things. And,
Wonderful. Please roll some spot hidden.
with advantage.
Is there
Because she's used. Well, maybe it is, but also she's done this before with her sister's bedrooms, sneaking about and.
This is
I'll
when
allow it. Oh, hey, Cash. We have a new player. He plays the silent officer.
He will be less chaotic
wish.
than Archie.
Yes.
I was gonna say this is where Marcel takes out his sketchbook.
Okay, so roll the bones with a bonus die.
Woohoo! Spot hidden, right? Okay. And that's... Are you kidding me? I was rolled the same. That's a 49 and I have a 39. I'm going to spend 10 luck points.
Okay.
Getting down there, but this is literally her job.
Oh, babe.
Well,
She doesn't want to get down.
We have a very happy kitty who's getting all the scritches. poke around the usual places where one would hide stuff, lifting the mattresses here and there. And while you're doing that, you notice something on the wall behind the bunk bed. It's quite low down, which is why you notice it. And going closer, there's kind of a crack in the wall. Or at least it seems to be a crack in the wall, and then you look even closer and you see that it's actually a panel. And, no, I'm not going to give you that because you didn't roll that well. But yeah, there's a panel there. It's screwed to the wall, but, yeah.
She's looking at it. She has a golden pen, and she's like, seeing if she can do something with it. And then, Sergeant Cooper, can you help me here?
Certainly.
She points out here. This.
Yeah. Why don't you roll a spot hidden, Cooper?
Yeah, Cooper. Let's you roll a spot of the hiddens.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? What did you roll?
55 out of 69.
Yeah. You notice that slightly shielded by the bed, the innermost screw is almost completely loose.
Oh.
Maybe someone was in a bit of a rush.
I pointed
Were
out.
they Russian?
Oh.
Someone was in a bit of a Russian. Someone be Russian.
He should get a reroll for that. and a
I
slap.
have my mom.
You have a Swiss Army knife, don't you?
No, I never much care for the for Swiss, the wine knives. And he pulls out his hunting knife from underneath his boots.
In fact,
That'll do. That'll do. Do you try to open it?
yeah.
I could seal it back in.
That's not a knife. That's a spoon. Ah, so you played knifey spoony before.
Yeah, I tried to open it.
Yeah. It's not exactly very difficult. You don't have to roll to open it. It's a common screw. You easily unscrew them, and it allows you to take the panel off. And behind it, you find that ammunition that you saw earlier.
Oh, thank you.
Aha, Peggy! Another find!
Ooh.
Yeah. And behind the boxes of ammunition, you also find some knives.
Are they?
Peggy-
Are they bigger than mine?
So, sorry?
Are the knives bigger than Cooper's knife?
No.
Neck is bigger than yours, Cooper.
Bigger than his ego. Wait, no, I meant knife.
It's not the size, it's
Yeah.
where you stab it.
Do you make the officers
Very good.
aware of this?
Peggy calls them
Yeah.
over.
Yes, miss. Did you find something?
I think these are also to be confiscated.
Oh, blimey. Why didn't we notice that before? Right. These need to be confiscated as well. Excellent work, miss. Or is it ma'am?
It's Ms.
Ms.
Ms. Right. Well, thank you very much for your assistance.
Oh, my absolute pleasure.
You haven't found anything else, so that's the only thing that you hadn't spotted before. So there's nothing else in the room that would be accomplishable to spot with the spot hidden at this point.
Question.
Yes.
can Peggy go into the room of the priest?
She can certainly ask.
No, he's there. Is he?
No, he went
Oh,
with
well,
with them.
We'll ask if she's permitted to have a look-see about-see. I was gonna say about it.
How do you ask him?
Determinedly,
Correctly.
like as she found something in the other room that wasn't seen before, maybe a fresh pair of feminine eyes could help. A blink blink, like pretty.
Blink, blink, blink.
This man seems very susceptible to your charms. And he gives you a wide grin and is like, I'm always a supporter of a bit of a feminine touch, so why don't we have a little peek? just don't tell Stanford, the boss. No need to mention it to him, because technically we're only supposed to check out these two lads' cabin, but you make a very good point. And he opens the door to the other cabin, locking the first one after the ammunition and knives have been subtracted.
Locking Cooper inside.
Hey!
Yeah. No,
Okay.
not locking Cooper inside. But yes, and he allows you to enter.
Okay, what I would like to do is both a spot hidden, and if I can, look about and see if there's anything occult. Otherworldly.
Okay. Yes, Cooper.
No.
Since Cooper has semi-been there before,
It's only picking.
Cooper also wants to assist his boss.
Yeah.
In the investigation.
She's outside having a smoke.
Again, he's been there before. He knows where to look or where not to look. At least somewhat, and general. Kind of taking inspiration from the other room. Behind the bed, is there any loose panels and stuff?
Yeah. Okay. Roll the bones.
Rattle me bones!
So is it for me? Is it first spot hidden and then occult, or
Yeah. Spot hidden first, then occult.
Ooh, that's a 22.
Oh.
59.
Nice. 59 out of 69 on spot hidden.
Nice.
And on the occult,
Where's Marcel?
I'm
He's
here.
just outside,
Sketching.
sketching.
No.
Just outside the cabins.
Cute.
In the hall.
Having the time of his life.
So, you succeeded very well on the spot hidden, Peggy. What about the occult?
no, I got
No.
a 77 and I have a 5. So
And Cooper?
Succeeded on the spot hidden. By
Right.
10 points.
Okay.
and I did half, I think. 39. No, 39, 20, 22. No. That's
I'd look into the cabin and ask, Mademoiselle Peggy, what are you looking for?
something. Just from experience, just see if there's anything occult in this room as well.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, be my guest.
Okay, Marcel wants to look for occult stuff.
Yeah. Roll for it, but first we're gonna resolve the spot hidden stuff.
Yeah,
So you don't actually find anything other than what was found earlier with regards to hidden compartments or whatever. What you do notice is that in the wardrobe, there's a built-in wardrobe there. There's a bucket. And in that bucket, there's a lot. You find what looks like someone having burnt a book.
Ha!
Son of a...
Dang it.
Fucking dick.
Clever. It's clever.
There is nothing left to be able to identify it as the book that you saw earlier, but you're fairly certain that was the book. It basically has just a little bit of the soft cover is left.
Is there any writing, illegible writing?
Is it red?
It is blackened and sooted at this point. And if you didn't know it was a book, there's no guarantee that you would actually figure out that it was, because it looks like it's been ripped to pieces and then burnt.
Well, at least I don't have the book. That's something.
Yeah, but the pages are all just ash, and the moment you touch it, they kind of crumble.
Yeah.
Son of a...
Is that the book?
Yep.
So the book is gone, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He doesn't know that.
Who doesn't know that?
Well, the person who set fire to the book, he doesn't know what condition it ultimately is in.
Oh, it has been put in the cupboard, so...
It wasn't burning when I put it in there.
Nope.
Hopefully.
Oof.
No. You also, with that roll of spot hidden, realise that the heavy incense that was burning at this makeshift altar seems to have covered up most of the smoke smell. I missed that. What was it? Asks Siggy. That was a Marxist book.
Marxist Kapital.
Or no, it was a. It looked like a Bolshevik manifesto of some sort, to be specific, that they found earlier, but that these fellows clearly had the wits to destroy.
I lean over to Peggy. You might want to. There we go.
Yeah.
You might want to warn our Lord upstairs to
God?
account.
Sorry. When you said Lord upstairs, that would, of course, as a God-fearing woman, that's where I would think you were talking about. But yes, it counts.
Well, you're conducting your observations by the cupboard or the wardrobe. Marcel, you've been peeking a bit around. What did you roll for your occult?
I haven't rolled it. Oh. I rolled a 29 and I have 30.
Woo!
Unfortunately,
Oh.
there's not really anything here that indicates any occult goings on.
Aw.
That's, it's the lady that Archie slept with. She's
It's a demon.
I
It all
think, time being what it is, we're gonna quickly wrap things up unless there's anything specific more you want to do down here.
There wasn't anything worth doing. If I do like a spot hidden check on while I'm standing outside the doorway, there's nothing of note there, is there?
What doorway?
I'm standing outside the apartments or the rooms of both the priest and his.
Oh, yeah,
clerks.
you've been present.
Yeah, just
Okay.
kind of like standing outside in the hallway,
Yeah.
smoking a cigarette. Indoors.
I'll just lay it as it is. There isn't really anything for you to catch here
My
that
sandals.
hasn't been observed before. So,
Oh, just there's a bit for a quick seconds.
So, with that said, I think we're going to fast forward. You've handed over the evidence of the ammunition and the knives to the officers, who thank you very kindly for your assistance. and who also escort you upstairs again. And at this point, you're getting close to lunch, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Is that when Peggy was gonna meet the Count?
I
The
do
next day.
believe you received that letter this morning, didn't you?
Yeah,
So,
that's how.
yeah, so, let's see.
After-
It said,
Mhm.
on the... after breakfast tomorrow. So, yeah. It's not until tomorrow. But yeah. So the question is, what do you do in the meantime?
Relax.
Yeah.
I think Peggy will ask Aoife if she has any books or notes or anything on the Bolshevik or
Yeah.
communism, Russian, and Bolsheviks.
Oh, she will.
I think she kind of raises a bit of an eyebrow at you and...
Or purely for investigation purposes.
Alright, I'll see what I can dig up.
Now
I'm
there's
sure I
different
have
than
some...
join them.
some notes on it and such somewhere. I don't think I have any books though.
Or if you know anything about Russians or anything.
Just as a bit of a historical tidbit, the Bolsheviks, or known in England as the Bolshevists, they actually armed the IRA from 1903.
Oh,
So the Irish should know a little bit.
Maybe not paperwork-wise, they were very careful to
Yeah.
watch their tracks because, well, the British government were pretty freaking ruthless.
I would then assume that Aoife knows a thing or two, at least, about this, and says that, well, I can probably give you the general rundown, but we don't tend to keep paperwork or written stuff about this, you know. It's a bit inflammatory at best. So, but yeah.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Marcella's gonna try to find the tightly dressed officer.
Oh, they escorted. Oh, no, they are not the same ones that escorted you up.
I think
did
he's just gonna try and see if he can get some information of what the Russians have been saying.
Sure.
I'm gonna say you are not in luck this time.
Oh.
No, because you're not quite sure where the brig is. I mean, there are ways to find out, but some of them might not be desirable. There is, however, lunch being served.
But then Marcella's eating.
Yeah. So, yeah. Archie, someone tugs your arm as you're walking in towards lunch.
I know, Peggy. I'm sorry.
Really? We're not that similar, are we? Harriet is standing beside you with a cheeky grin on her face. Aren't you gonna take me to lunch?
I mean, we're already here, so.
Well, I haven't been seated at a table yet.
You mean you want to spend time with me again? Heavens, this is unusual territory. Usually after the first night, things get weird. No one ever talks to me again.
I mean, we're still stuck at the same ship, so we might as well enjoy it, eh?
Might as well. Let's see what happens. By the way, how's your Russian? He basically gets his arm in a teapot kind of gesture.
Yeah.
Teapot handle.
She takes your arm. Yeah.
And he's going to relate to her the events of the last an hour, but obviously reshape the story a wee bit so it looks better for, like, you know, obviously it was all... Yeah, and obviously Cooper in his story is like a thoughtless barbarian, and Marcel keeps running away to get help.
Yes.
And Peggy never appreciates him, that kind of thing.
Ooh.
Wow.
How close are you to the others when you're talking about this?
He's not stupid. He's gonna have to. They're gonna have to roll listen if they want to hear it. Please don't
Okay. Okay.
Peggy was
Okay.
rolling.
Cooper
Yeah.
rolled wisdom.
Oh, shit.
Okay, you're stalking Archie.
I rolled a 12.
Fuck you, Marcel.
Oh!
Fuck you. So I guess they heard.
Are you shitting me? I rolled a 1.
Ah, shit.
Peggy hears every word.
Peggy was there. Peggy was literally about to tug my arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was gonna ask him to lunch, and she's first like, oh, I see how it is then. And she just waits a moment and shoulder checks Archie as she walks by.
Cooper's just looking around on what?
Marcel, you observe this whole scenario play out before you, which obviously leaves Peggy sadly without someone to escort her to the table.
No, Cooper.
Oh, Cooper is. Yes, there is Cooper.
Does he qualify?
The gang murders Archie on a cruise boat.
Q2,
He's
it's
like
always...
holding his arm very softly.
Does anyone else have the tune from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in their head?
No.
No.
Marcel leans closer to Peggy and says, so Archie is... his employment contract is permanent, no?
I don't get paid, so... What are you talking about?
It seems a bit of a distraction.
And weapons, it's fine. No, well, him. It might be from monthly to monthly basis. I haven't decided yet. Maybe you can face. At least you're doing a job.
Errand boy! Anyway, Archie and Harriet have a very nice lunch.
Of
Yeah.
all the things, a roll of 1. It's
The most important part.
yeah.
Yeah. The lunch is otherwise not very eventful. It's
No one gets assassinated. Go team!
no.
Peggy laughs a little bit too loudly of when Cooper says anything remotely funny.
Oh, wonderful.
What would he say? What do you think, Teddy? What type of, like, a joke would he do? Like,
No idea.
so yeah, my entire my family, my brother of arms, they were wiped out at in one charge. You know. Oh, you're so funny.
Aren't you a funny man? But not on
Major trauma. Man.
not on those parts. Remotely funny, but it doesn't have to be deep.
PTSD. It stands for past the source, darling.
I know Cooper is telling Marcel some stories from university in Paris.
Buddy.
Wonderful.
Among other, that other student that he that was mocking him for being too old, and he pointed a gun at him.
Marcel laughs his hon. Extra loud towards Archie.
Oh,
And
wonderful.
Marcel sketches a picture of Archie, and with a big cloud coming out of his mouth, and he writes fart, and he shows it to Peggy.
She giggles very
And
schoolgirl.
then he shows it to Cooper.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like
Oh
this
yeah. Okay. All right. Archie summons over a waiter. I'm sorry. Could you get those people over there to quieten down a bit? I think they've been drinking a bit too much.
The you can see, there's absolutely no alcohol at her table.
Check her. You need to check her handbag. I think she's been smuggling it in.
Peggy doesn't wear a handbag.
Fuck! What do you want from me? She has it hidden in her hat or her wig, whatever.
She doesn't wear a hat indoors. She's a proper
A
lady.
lady never tells.
So,
Fun without alcohol.
Peggy invented the wine bra.
There's 2 straws sticking up.
in her stays.
It becomes saggy.
You do spot. Professor Folder and Richard sitting at a table in quiet conversation as well.
Well, I mean, they're trying to with someone shouting and laughing. They were, you know what I'm saying.
Once lunch is finished, well, you're fairly free to roam about and socialize and enjoy the commodities that such a ship has. There is obviously the decks are a bit cold. Considering the time of year, but there is an indoor pool.
Oh yeah.
It's not at the same standards as we might have today, and such, but there is kind of like a small spa section, if you will, that is indoors for your enjoyment. Yeah. There's obviously also a lounge where you can entertain yourself with some games or cigars and such. And there is a dance hall where music is being played. Where music is played and people are dancing.
Cooper's gonna find his way to the lounge and a cigar or two.
Alone or with Marcel?
It depends on if Marcel wants to join.
Well, of course. Interesting time. I want to see how this adventure will unravel. Have you played darts, perchance, Mr. Cooper?
What now?
Darts.
I've tried it.
Throwing tiny sharpings.
Yeah. I tried it.
Would you join me in a game? No?
Sure thing.
It's not as much fun when someone isn't getting killed after you throw it.
So the point here is to hit someone's eye, right?
Well, the bullseye.
100 and...
Peggy, you head to the spa. Do you bring anyone, or is it just Peggy?
Well, she invites Lisa and Aoife. They can decide if they want to do it. Join her.
I think the two of them have a bit of stuff to discuss. They've basically been sharing notes and discussing some theories and such. Also Lisa insists on making sure that your stockings are mended.
Of course. With the professor, there were more than one student, right?
Yes, Richard Block is the other one. And, oh yes, and Harriet would love to join you at the pool/spa.
She will invite Richard, and you can come along too if you're interested, Harriet. I would love to get to know you better.
Don't fall for it. It's a trap.
Richard kind of, for all his lack of reading certain things, he seems to pick up on the awkwardness really quickly, and he's just like, I'm just gonna help the professor with some stuff.
Would you love to unwind a little bit in a
I'll happily join you.
With two lovely ladies?
Go and entertain the professor, Richard. He probably needs it. Richard just takes the opportunity to just make a beeline towards the professor who's heading towards the lounge.
Oh, I think
So it's just you and me then.
Archie is literally right by the table, sitting down, trying to be very small while this conversation's going on. Like, not here, not here, not here, not here.
Just gives a better chance to get to know each other.
Yeah. You head to the spa section. There's a changing room, and the pool is quite shallow. It's more of a, like, you'll lie and soak and just, enjoy life. There are also some massage treatments being given, kind of like facial massages and little cucumbers to put on your eyes and such, and face masks, you know.
And Peggy has the most fashionable outfits, like probably a student wouldn't ever afford.
Absolutely. Harriet has a pretty cute bathing suit and such, but she's clearly on a completely different budget than yours.
Probably made of wool.
But she looks good in it, and you can see that she's definitely one who is very active physically. She has some hint of quite developed muscles on her arms and legs. This is a strong gal.
Too much muscle for a lady.
Yeah. It's not like bodybuilding wise, but you can see that probably a swimmer or maybe tennis player. Yeah, she just goes straight into the pool. It's kind of like waist depth, sort of, I think. Yeah. So that you can have a little swim and such, but it's not the biggest. It's nothing like the place Erica Carlisle came from. It took you.
Mm. Yeah, no, strangely enough, this place is more relaxing than when she went with Carlisle.
Yeah, that
was
makes
kind of
sense.
strange. So, even with the Harriet being there, it's more relaxed.
Yeah. There are some other people there as well. It's mostly ladies, and the odd man who seems to be accompanying his wife or fiance and such, but they're mostly in the chairs around getting some treatments and such and relaxing with a glass of champagne or wine. You are offered, if you want something to drink or any other types of refreshments. Harriet says, well, yes, I would love some. Maybe some wine? Or champagne, maybe even.
Ooh, champagne sounds wonderful. What a perfect occasion.
And maybe some grapes. And fruit.
All the grapes.
Yeah.
If you put them in the champagne, it's wonderful.
Oh, I haven't tried that before. I've only used strawberries, but, grapes.
Grapes is actually better.
You get served champagne and fruit, and you are left to enjoy yourself.
Yep.
So, let's cut to the chase, shall we? What's up with you and Archie?
We work together?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know him better, you should know that he has a tendency to just disappear and not tell anyone, and then get very fussy when he finds out about things and just... But... He's
Oh.
like a child, just so you know. Spoiled child.
Okay, I see there's some history here. I hope I haven't stepped on any toes.
Not more than Archie already has. It's not you. I'm sorry if I seem a little hostile towards you. It's not. You're a perfectly wonderful woman. I think.
He seems to be a man who's not exactly,
Honest, true to himself.
I was gonna say into the whole commitment thing. But I guess, yeah, that too, I suppose. I'm not in here for the long haul. I'm stuck on a boat and I'm just trying to have some reprieve from the horrors that we had before we left. And, yeah, but I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, because, you know, that's not really worth it.
Well, there's no feelings to be hurt if there's none there already.
If you say so. Just, let me know if that changes. Hey?
I understand how he's very charming, so of course. Who wouldn't? Only idiots. But yes. Yes, I will. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
Awkward.
Here, let's have some champagne, some fruit, and enjoy this. I hear they do like really nice foot massages over there.
Oh, that would be perfect. All this running
Wouldn't it?
about.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Stacy, did you hear about Archie?
He's such a Chad.
Oh, I'm gay.
Meanwhile,
Yes,
in the
please.
lounge,
Archie's ears are burning like crazy, you know. Just-
Professor Folder and his student Richard Block have both headed into the lounge and are continuing their conversation there. And yeah, there are quite a few people here, mostly men, and there are some cards being played. There is a pool table. What do you wish to do?
We want to play darts.
Yeah.
If there are.
There is no dart board here.
Too many.
Unfortunately.
This makes me sad.
But suddenly.
And I suppose, do you play pool? Snooker?
Yeah. I've dabbled.
Really? So tell me, what is this thing Archie is doing? Is he and Peggy together, or some past history?
Not necessarily. They've I think there's a thing.
Sparks flying?
Yeah.
Ah.
But none of the sparks have taken fire.
Well, it seems to me is that Archie has been burned a few times.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is
But there is
Archie
no,
there?
So, Archie's somewhere in the bar at the moment, sipping on a whiskey, smoking a cigar, wondering why his ears are on fucking fire.
Why he keeps sneezing.
Yeah, or like somewhere in the force something terrible has happened, as if like 1,000 just memories all screamed out and silenced all at once.
Well, cutting back from Archie, yes. You may continue the conversation.
That's a good aside.
So, we had this adventure in Peru, and they really hit it off. Then after that, we sort of split, went each other's ways. In that time, Peggy got married.
Peggy is married?
Was.
Oh,
Do you do a favorite kind of hunt?
is it too forward to ask what happened? Is she a widower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She widow bee.
Apparently, her husband died.
That is sad. Very, very sad.
Yes.
But this adventure you are speaking of, it's similar to what happened on the ship, is it? It happens often to you?
More than I would like.
Well,
Yeah.
But all no.
this is so exciting. Why would you not like this?
Well, we have a tendency. It seems we have a tendency to attract trouble. In Peru, it was. Well, I honestly I don't like to talking about it. It was weird.
Weird Al, we have seen scary Russians hiding in separate cabins and hiding weapons. Or as scary as this fishman you were speaking of.
The fishman.
Oh, fishman. What was it now? Was it a werewolf? In Peru?
Imagine a sort of mix between a dead person walking and a leech.
That is very, very fascinating. I have never seen such things.
Luckily, they died pretty quickly if you shot them enough.
Your certainly was not some sort of animal?
It was definitely not an animal I've seen, and I grew up in Australia. I've seen some pretty weird animals.
I do not doubt it. But these types of investigations, they are lucrative, so to speak. They pay well, no?
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you pay. Well, it might have been some semi-official grave robbing included, but
Shh.
And nothing wrong with freelance archaeology. There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm myself looking for employment when I arrive in London. So I was talking to Peggy, and I was hoping I could perhaps offer my services. From what I see with this gunshot down below, maybe perhaps you are in need.
well, you do seem to have a knack for reading people.
Yes, what I do.
Definitely come in handy.
I hope so, to make myself useful.
Yeah, I mean, you're a heck of a guy. I don't mind.
Well, right back at you, Mr. Cooper. Ah, pardon, Sergeant Cooper. I must use the proper title. Now, I believe it's your turn, and I give him the pool cue.
Mhm.
We've been playing this entire time.
Yeah.
Wait, by the way, a pool table on a boat?
I was gonna say.
This is a luxury cruiser. They have actually extended this on one of those plates that stays level. So the actual table is in like this container that has a level under it. It's a little janky compared to a normal one, but It works surprisingly well.
It's the latest in naval technology.
Indeed.
A table.
Perhaps you've heard of a table.
Yes.
You do,
Super shoot,
however-
and, ooh,
You do.
misses horribly.
You do, however, notice that there might be a reason why it was very easy to get access to it to play, because not many people believe in this leveling business here, and like I said, it's not optimal, but it does a fair bit of the job.
These marvels of technology and engineering. See,
I mean, if it works, I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy myself.
as you prefer going fisticuff down in the Loritex, no?
It's been a while.
You're feeling the fire in your
To
belly.
be honest, sometimes I miss the old miss the old days of the war. It's
You're a man of steel and fire, are you not? Yes.
maybe, yeah.
How many years did you serve in the Legion?
I was drafted in Australia, and well, within the first year we were sent to up to storm the beach of Gallipoli.
Dieu.
It didn't end well.
But you are here in one piece. There's more than you can say with most people.
Yeah, I got saved by by a fella in the French Foreign Legion. So I volunteered.
Volunteered in When they let you go from the army just like that?
Oh no. I officially I'm dead. I'm missing
Oh.
neck. Yeah.
These lips are sealed.
So I joined the French Foreign Legion. He takes out his passport. Became a French citizen.
It's good to see. It's good to meet another proper person.
Phrasing.
I've been in America for too long. They are lovely people, but a bit rough around the edges. They deep fry everything. Everything
Yeah.
oil, everything sugar.
Well, then you should never travel down under.
Or to Scotland.
But I've heard it's quite beautiful in Australia.
I mean, if you know where to look.
Perhaps I will go there one day. See where this ship takes me.
Everything that doesn't kill you, it's quite beautiful, and well, if you can find it.
I'd love to go. So what do you think about these Russians?
I would like to punch that priest right in the jaw.
Well, something very off. Cannot quite put my finger on this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I really hope Peggy warns the Count. I mean, you heard about what happened up in Russia a few years back.
I was thinking about the people not being happy about not being treated like people, and then they did the whole French thing.
Yeah, but I mean, locking up the whole royal family and then bloody murder them.
Yes, well, it's the French thing. The French thing.
At least from what I read, the French at least does just a show out of it.
Oh, we do like our bread and circuses. The Russians are more practical people.
Oh.
Either way, the end result is pretty much the same. Either way, I was just gonna ask, when is Peggy's meeting?
That's not until tomorrow.
Were we told about it? When?
I think that, you were in the room.
Yeah,
when
we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She very excitedly said tomorrow after breakfast.
Or after breakfast.
Meanwhile, Archie, you've been sitting in the bar.
It's been blissful.
You do observe a rather short and unkempt man with white hair, who does not look well. It's almost like he's got nearly a greenish tint to his skin as he walks up to the bar and orders a whiskey and then leaves again.
Greenish tint?
Yeah.
Seasick, probably.
No, it's
Looks
the
it.
fish man.
He just looks seasick. Honestly, I
Yeah.
don't give a crap. Why would I care? There was nothing else about him that was interesting. I mean, does he look rich?
No.
I don't need the money. I mean, it's just for fun, really.
He he's looks a bit scruffy. Like I said, his clothes are wrinkled and
What's
such.
he doing up here, then?
Hmm?
Seems a bit underpresented to be on, like, the upper decks.
Yeah, his clothes, they don't look like they're worn or like he's poor or anything. It's just, it's a bit unkempt.
So am I.
And you wouldn't really have paid any notice if it wasn't for the fact that he just went straight to the bar, ordered a whiskey, and then left again.
With or without the whiskey?
With the whiskey.
Yeah,
Oh.
but, I mean, he didn't, he didn't put any drops of water in it or anything like that. I mean, this guy's a monster. He's gonna turn around. Hey! Are you just gonna drink that neat, buddy, or are you
Do you
gonna
stop
drink...
him?
What?
Do you stop him?
I think honestly, this is offensive to Archie. To just do it like that. I mean, it offends him because now suddenly he's the posh one, and he hates that. So he stomps over and just kind of taps him on the shoulder. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. What?
Oh, apology accepted. No, I just noticed that you got that whiskey there, and I notice it's a pretty good choice. But do you not want any drops of water in it, or anything? I mean, it might be easier on your stomach. You don't look too good, pal. You know.
Yeah, no, my stomach does not quite agree with this, this form of transport, and I need a little pick-me-up, so if you would please excuse me, I'm going to head back to my cabin.
Okay. Alright, well...
He looks like he's, in his 60s.
Well, I'm up now. How about I walk you over there, so if you pass out, I can carry you. Which cabin were you at again?
He tells you it's on the other side of the ship from you.
Oh, you must be crazy. Isn't there another bar nearer to where you're sighted?
No, on the other side, starboard.
Oh, there, starboard port.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's a little better.
Yeah. He looks at you a bit surprised, but all right.
Oh,
If you have
me,
nothing better to spend your time on.
not really, no. He leans in a little and kind of shoves him with his elbow. Let's just say it's problems with the fairer half. I think all of them, actually. It's all of them. Well, maybe not. It's complicated.
Right. Well.
So basically,
Such is
there's this absolutely wonderful. So he basically goes into a huge tirade about his history with Peggy and then Harriet, and is just going around his feelings, and he's just not even interested in the guy's own personal history. He's just talking.
I'm so offended right now.
The man is a very good listener because he doesn't say a word other than he kind of grunts here and there and like, oh, oh, and just lets you ramble on. And as you reach the door to his cabin, he turns around, still kind of cradling his glass of whiskey, and says, "Well, Archie, was it?"
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Well, Archie, it's been interesting to get to know you a little. My name is Alvin Morley. Alvin Morley Peterson. I am, well, I used to be a professor. I have retired. I used to work at Harvard, and, well, I am, I'm planning on visiting my cousin in London, and, well, I have a lot of time on my hands, and should you be interested in wasting some of it, then I would gladly keep you company for conversation of any academic or non-academic kind, but I fear right now I need to attend to my seasickness and such, but hopefully tomorrow will be a little better. It has gradually gotten a little less severe, so I shall see you around tomorrow, most likely.
Okay. Well, if you don't, here's my card. He takes out one of Peggy's cards, which he's just scribbled Peggy's name off and written his own. So it says Archibald something or other, Lady Detective, and he just hands it to him.
It says Archibald Burnell.
Yeah, Archibald Burnell, Lady Detective. It's a story that I may. It has my contact details. That's what's important.
Any relation to Professor Aisling Burnell?
Well, yeah, I mean, she's... Why?
No, I've... she's a brilliant young professor, and I've read some of her papers.
At what point is he with regards to opening the door to his apartment?
Oh, they're standing right outside it.
Excellent. Archie more or less bodily pushes him back into his room and then closes the door.
Are you quite all right, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. That's not the question you should be asking yourself right now.
I'm sorry, young man. What are you?
We shouldn't leave Archie alone.
He turns around and locks the door, and we can talk about what happens in that room and sort that out next time if you like.
Okay. Well, that is a very good place to wrap things up.
So,
Kiss him or something?
Yes, that's what I'm going to do, Marcel. That's what I'm going to do with all of the people.
Aoife goes through all the trouble of making fake IDs for Archie, and he just keeps telling everyone his real name.
Yeah.
It's on game.
I think Archie has ADHD or
Archie
something.
Arnell.
What's
Oh,
your name?
wonderful.
My name is Archie. Fuck. Alright, fine.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's that. Yeah, I think that is a very good place of wrapping things up. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, be sure to answer the call.
But I'm a meme.
Bye.
I'm a fucking meme.
Bye.